Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Chained Echoes Part 63, and what is either the final or maybe penultimate episode. I don't know. Maybe there's 3. I don't know. We are gonna push our way to the end of the game. How's that sound? Let's go. Where do we go? Tell you what. Let's just make it easy. Let's do this. Let's go here. And then let's just get in our airship. I found that seems to be the easiest way to do things if I'm in a cave that I can't call my airship from. A simple little workaround. All right, we're going somewhere. We're going. Oh, we have to go to Nisa? Yeah, we have to go to Nisa. What am I doing? What am I doing? It's been a couple episodes. I forgot where we were. Should I do this quick? Are we good? I mean, I'm not gonna use these guys, but I don't know. I mean, why not? We might not even, we don't even have enough. Unless she needs different things, she does. Bloodstone, ooh. Can't help you, cards. Can't help you, cards. I'm only gonna worry about no ore calcum. Can't do anything with the diamond armor. Now there is there are deals available and stuff that we could get for better armor. I had considered it, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think we're just gonna push onward. Magic Academy, Nisa. There we go. Here's our spot. Yeah, so deals wise, I don't think we picked up anything else unique. I don't think we've done anything really since, well, I guess there's a couple things. Get what we can, sell and quit. Deals, no, we still need stolen diamond. Hairy crown, shiny belly, otter nose. Flesh cap. Gross. Oh, we can get this ultimate trove. Triplet, Grimoire Robe, Ringmail, Maximilian. Oh, wait. That's new armor. Okay. Equip. All right. Okay, optimize. The whole party, let's go. Maximilian, all right. Let's just quickly take a look. Okay, can't do anything else there. He's got a triplet. Do it again. Grimoire Robe. This gives her more HP. Let's go. Probably should have done that in a different way, but that's okay. What does she have for HP now? Does that knock her up to what specifically? I can't check that way. God, there's like not an easy way. 233. It added like 30 hit points. Whatever. All right, let's drop a save right here. 50 hours. And I guess we gotta. No, we don't. Okay, this is not. This is where we're going, right? Hold on, let's get this. Gwaine is waiting just ahead. Please take care of my beloved. Wonder if I should have been in my... Okay, probably not. Is this the door to the realm of the vein? It is indeed. You've reached your destination. Gwaine, Killian. This is where the reign of the vein ends. When the door opens, we can reach the vein, but in return, they too can reach us. With their divine power, they have the advantage and can kill you humans before you can even blink an eye. Us humans? Who are you, Gwaine? Have you forgotten already, Master Bart? You were never an ordinary student. I have been so many things in my long life, but you are right. I wasn't there to learn. I was there to teach. I was teaching you the role of my successor without you noticing, Glenn. Slowly but surely, I adapted your ether to mine. What do you mean by that? Our ether needs to have the same color, the same scent, for you to be able to receive my abilities. And you've been slowly receiving them for quite some time now. This is why you could witness the standstill of time. This is why you could manifest the dead souls of the Maelstrom in the form of these children. This is why you could make the white door appear for Magnolia. And this is why you will be able to resist the power of the vein for a few moments to use the grimoire. You are my successor, Glenn. What? That's right. Killian thought he was the successor. Why don't you do it yourself if you're so powerful? For tens of thousands of years, I roamed the world, long before the Harbinger even existed, long before humanity existed. I'm at the end of my lifespan. I can only use a fraction of the power within me. I'm no longer an obstacle to the vein. But you. What are you talking about, Master? You said Glenn failed. You said I had potential. Glenn stands before me stronger than ever. You were just a replacement that happened to fit because you spent a lot of time with him. What are you trying to say? Look at you. You don't have nearly what it takes to control my power like Glenn. But am I supposed to live the rest of my life without a body in this form? Ah, what is that? Glenn! Stop it. We now complete the transfer of my power. It won't take long. Use it to withstand the power of the vein and kill them with the grimoire. Then I will be no more. Then I will be free. Free from this endless mission. Ah, stop it. Use my power to stand against the vein and kill them with the Grand Grimoire. Afterwards, you shall search for a weapon to kill the Harbinger. This will be your task going onwards. What? Should have been nicer. Should have been nicer to Killian. You fool, what are you... Give it to me. Give me the power of the will. Killian? I can't control it anymore. Killian, you stupid... This energy. Yes, I can feel it. I can absorb it. Stop him. I did it, Glenn. You see that? I have the ultimate power. I will shatter the vein. I will purify the world. He took the will by force. He wasn't prepared for it. He can't control it. What are we going to do? Get the power back. You must kill him. Quickly. Gwaine, he is dead. I kind of thought Gwaine might be the big bad. Although I will say, this part of it was spoiled for me a little bit by somebody who left a comment on my short. The one short I posted, and they left a comment that spoiled the end of the game. The key to the door. Give it to me. I'm sorry, Killian. I don't quite get it yet, but somehow my gut tells me I have to stop you. Stop me? You? You're nothing, Glenn. Do you know who you're dealing with? Do you even know who Gwaine was? I can see it in his memories. Gwaine is the being who made mankind forget his existence. And now I am him. I am the one who will lead the world into a bright future. Just keep floating away and we'll just conduct our business. How's that sound? The human labrodia-dervinas, 8th true king, also called the Manipulator. That's a name? Impossible. The true kings wish the same as the Order, to kill the vein, to kill the Harbinger. They are the guardians of all the beings on Eldraine. Wow, what is this pain? Gwaine, you son of a... The will is not bending. It's trying to escape me. This seems to be our last chance. We will put you out of your pain, Killian. Then try it, Glenn. All right, before we do this, I have been meaning to say this for a while. Thank you guys. If you have hung out with me till the end of this game, I don't know if this is the final battle or not. It looks like it might be. I want to thank you guys for doing so. It means the world to me. I want to specifically thank Zarsla, Pure Purple, T-City, Bird Bones, other people that have been leaving comments. If I missed you, I'm sorry. To the new followers, the new subs, thank you guys, all of you, so much for playing a role in this. This is the biggest Let's Play I've ever done. It's coming to a conclusion. I wanted to make sure I took just a second and said thank you. It means the world to me. Hopefully, we'll keep talking with the next game. But for now, let's wrap up. Oh, I would also invite everybody I just called, and anybody who's been watching this, if you want to jump in the Discord, it's linked below. We got a lot of good people in there from my Twitch days that have come over from there to YouTube. We'd be happy to have you. Okay, we got just one enemy, it looks like. Labrodia-dervinas. We're back in our... I mean, I'm kind of glad to be back in here. It feels like combat has always been a little bit easier in here. Let's throw on counter mode. Let's do poison salvo. Okay, weak to fire. So let's kick Glenn into gear 2. Command attack. And we'll go gear 2 here. Hornet stance. Start doing some damage. Hopeless strike. Well. Righto. Super. Victor's still gear 1, so let's have him do the exchange parts. We've only got 2 of those, so that's good. Yeah, poison. Let's defensive break. Let's do a repair all. Okay, it's fine. As long as he doesn't use that all the time, it should be okay. What else we got? Oh, Glenn went down, so okay, let's just do Wild Slash. Gear 2 Fire Shot. Go ahead and break his offense. Debuff City. So now he's on defensive tactics. Kind of played a dangerous game there. I should have. Oh, there's my repair all. I was just kind of like, did I forget to heal? This is going to put us... Just do a regular attack. Wearing Ultima Strike? It's probably good. Can I do silence on him? I think it said there's 2 turns. We got 2 turns to cope. All status. Hornet stance. I guess we do have complete overhaul, by the way. I forgot. I keep forgetting that that's actually Rez's gears. Or Skyrim's. Sorry. At the end of the game, I'm still getting it wrong. I don't think he's going to attack this turn. I hope I didn't read that wrong. 1 round left. Okay. So, let's stay put, I think, and we'll just defend. You can defend. You have to defend. I mean, you can't be in gear 2 anymore. You don't have any... Well, this is the right approach. Hope this isn't one of those 9999 situations. Oh, that wasn't so bad. He could do that again. I don't care. Oh, now he's okay. Shoot, now he's weak to Earth. We'll stay on gear 1 for a while and work our way back to... Go poison again. Work our way back to a good spot with our... Shoot, Sienna, why are you so slow? Defensive tactics. All right. Hey, if you're not sure, you're not sure. Okay, we got 2 rounds. Let's do repair all. Let's go gear 2 earth shot. Let's stay gear 1. Defend. Stay gear 1, defend. Stay gear 1, defend. Go back to gear 0. Defend. No problem. Still weak to Earth. I'm glad he only used that big attack once. I shouldn't say things like that. That's when it all falls apart. When he decides, you're right, I should do it again. Really fun. Gear 2, do offensive break. Probably could get away with. Let's go to gear 2. Ooh, got him. No, the power is mine. I'm not giving it away. The world is going down the drain. Only I can save it. Oh man, after that first attack where he did the, I don't know, Blade of Judgment or whatever, I was like, oh, he might be in some trouble here. But what is this place? A place where you can't depend on your mechanical means. Oh, we're not done yet. Stop it, Killian. You don't have control over the power. I'm going to plow this world from the ground up, Glenn. You cannot stop me. Boy, Killian, you have really gone off your rocker. Feel my true power. Boy, Killian really understands what's happening to him, I guess. He's able to... Wow. Just keeps going. What else is going on up there? Huh. Okay, tank, healer, magician. So, obviously, let's go healer first. Wait, what else is there? Where did the... Oh, there, I can't even see. And then whatever that is. I can't see what that is. Alfred. They're all weak to light. But let's go healer first. Ultra move. So there are 4 targets. I think we're gonna go poison, toxic, pandemic in that order. Boy, we could do any number of things here. Since we don't really know how it goes, let's bring in her first. Let's get that agility rolling. Pedal Storm on healer? Okay, damage is really not that bad. We'll go Whirlwind. And the healer, there's no possible way he can outpace. I kind of hope we don't kill him now, because I want to get Pandemic going. Let's raise everybody's defense in mind. Look at how fast we are. You guys, this isn't even fair. Yokogiri. Let's bring Bathraz in. Nope, I'm just kidding. You're not Bathraz. You're Amalia. Pull you guys back. Amalia's not gonna be able to attack for like 10 minutes because she wasn't part of the agility thing. All right, now we go Pandemic. That should get poison and toxic on everybody. Critical poison and toxic, also very good. Alright. Now we can eviscerate that healer. Just like that. Deadly staggered. I don't know what that means. What is that? I'm gonna take you out. I don't know what that means. Let's take out the magician next. We'll go Yokogiri. I mean, we'll just attack all of them. I don't know. This is really not too bad. So, oh wow, that is quite the growth. That's the first time it's actually shot over to the right. Whatever this body part is, it goes on forever. Let's bring her back in. Oh man, I screwed up. I took out Falling Dragon. Dang it. Well, I guess we'll just do Tiger Punch. We'll work on one at a time instead of all of them. This, and then Glenn's next attack will do Ultra Move. Their defense break came off at just the right time, because we're about to put it right back on again. Life thread takes its... Oh. When did that happen? I guess I missed that. Bring Amalia back in. I'm gonna bring Rob back in. I don't know, he has that death stagger, but I don't really... Okay, it's gone. Just you two left, huh? The barrage. Oh, we got Alfred before we got the other buddy. There we go. 6 SP, Grimoire Shard. Knock it off, Killian. That's enough. Just a... I don't know. Knock it off! I shall master the will. Tell me the key phrase, the key to this door. As if we're gonna tell you. I can't properly read your minds yet. But when you all thought of the key phrase at the same time, it was understandable even to me in my current state. Oh, okay. Alright, a little bit of a reach. I am powerful enough to defeat the Vayne. Be witness to it. Defying the Lord of the Underworld, the gates shall open. That seems like the kind of door you kind of want to keep shut. Killian, you mustn't. Don't worry, I'll protect you from the power of the Vayne. Foolish child, foolish, weak child. The grimoire and its bear need to be destroyed. But if you won't get out of our way, we may as well take over your body. Alright, I'll be honest, the writing over the last 2 minutes is kind of taking a little bit of a dip. But that's okay. What are you doing? Weakened like this, we shall do the impossible. We shall become one with the true king. This doesn't look good. Quickly, everyone to me. This is the Grimoire's chance. Ah. We are becoming one with him. We shall make him our new champion. Now, everybody, I'm going to burst the Grand Grimoire. Like, oh no, it didn't work. How dare you? Isn't he kind of close to? Isn't he kind of within range? I don't know. It's a pixel art game. Let it go, Chris. Are the Vayne dead? Grand Grimoire. It has no ether to absorb and is crumbling to dust. But if it can't find any ether, does that mean the Vayne are still alive? It hurts. Our power is drained. Looks like it's not over. We are still powerful enough to crush you like flies. After all, you are nothing but mere humans. Mere humans? Again and again you destroy the world, but again and again humanity and nature rebuild. They never give in. Their will to live is never broken. You call them weak, but in truth you fear them. For the people fight beyond the limits of their own lives. He's right. You were alive when the Harbinger came and will still be so when he returns. All that you do for yourselves. But look at the short lives of us humans. For countless generations, people have worked tirelessly towards a goal that they would never see in their lifetimes. They fought against a problem that would not affect them or their children. They gave their entire lives to a cause that was far in the future. They fought for later generations, despite setbacks, despite uncertainty. That is the strength of humanity. That is your downfall. Glenn, I am trying to stop them. Killian? You won't be able to defeat them alone, but I can weaken them. They are taking control again. Prepare yourselves. With weapons of steel against the gods, I guess we'll make it work. This thing looks anything but godly to me. We should succeed then, right? If we don't try it, we will never knowingly know. Oh, Eagle. You should have just stopped talking. This world has so much to offer. You will not destroy it. Let's punch some sense into these gods. Everybody with their input here. With these fiends in our way, we have no chance but to lead Eldrea into a better future. Let's show them what we've learned on our journey. You are right. This may be our last battle together. We can do it, everyone. I believe in us. Let's win it, though. Here we go. Trippy. Okay, let's... Is it just... It just looks like it's just one this time. Vayne. Alright, so let's go, let's go all break. We have our Ultra move. I think I'm going to wait and use... Oh, shoot. Amalia's after he attacks them. We'll just use this. Go poison. Bing bang. Alright, I'm glad we have Amalia in. Go ahead and heal everybody. Let's get bleed. Let's get toxic. I'm gonna bring Sienna out. Bring in Bethraz and heal again. You shall be as gods. Attack buff, magic buff, defense buff, mind buff. I'm glad we have Bethraz. Okay, let's switch over and use double steps. The agility boost. I should have. Maybe I should have been more aware of it before, but the agility boost in this, like when she uses that, is bonkers effective. So we just do power shot. What does disarm do? I can't remember. Does it take away buffs? That's lowers target's attack by 25%. Oh, shoot. I guess we're here now. Let's just do it. I'm going to use Bethraz's then. I'll bring Rob in afterwards. Interruption. Killian. Don't do that. Oh. Okay, that one's resistant to magical and physical now. How long does that last? Okay, actually it doesn't say physical. Okay, there it is. He has too many status things happening. I can't even tell what's going on. Is it still going to attack? I only see one in the turn order. Yeah, I guess there's two there though. Let's up everybody's defense. And then we'll get to attacking with her. Okay. We got rid of the buffs. Oh, we can bring Robin now. Okay, still resistant. Do all break, do duplicate. Oh. That one has a health bar, so that one is not going to last as long. No, we don't need to do that. We can't do damage on the other one, so... Okay, so that's gone now. And that one's dead. Oh, okay. Got it. I understand. It's good for a while. Tiger Punch. Got our Ultra move back. Let's... Might as well. He's still got all those breaks against him, so we'll use Sienna's. Interruption. Drain TP. Don't do it. From everybody? Let me help you. I hope you're going to give me the TP back. Ah, and then some. Thank you. Killian, I was wrong about you. You're not such a bad guy. What? Do this. Act twice. Let's go. Tiger Rush. We're gonna go all break again just because that stuff's gonna go away in a second here. Still good on bleed. Go Dragon Fang. Interruption again. End of the world. Not ready for that. Ah, Killian coming in the clutch again. No, you won't harm them. Nothing happened. Okay, we got Final Blossom. Right? We are on... Okay, we got full bloom. Okay, so now magic resistant. Alright, we'll do... Poison is still there, Toxic's still there, but Poison's gonna go away after this round, so let's heal. There for a bit longer. Our agility is still good. Everything's looking pretty good. Like, look at how fast we are. It's just fantastic. cross slash. Interruption. Duplicate. Oh, we're doing this again. Oh my gosh. There's too many. I'm not going down without doing anything. All right. Let's see. Good job, Killian. By the way, you're killing it. You're killing it. Let's switch to Bithraz so we can use his heal, which I think is more effective than Eagle's. And plus, we want to switch Eagle out. Got full bloom. Let's go Final Blossom. I want to switch Eagle out and bring in Rob so he can get the poison going again. What do you think? Should we just go for the Ultra move? Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Interruption? So many interruptions. Killian, what happened, bro? Oh, thank God. They play the game over music. No, you shall live. I can't do any more than this. Now you need to defeat the Vayne on your own. I mean, I'm trying. All right, magic resist is gone. Let's see. We can... How long is... Okay, poison's there for 5. Let's go toxic again. Oh, you're out of TP. I guess we'll just do that. Then we'll go sweets. It is strong to light, so that's not something we want to do. Let's heal with Thraz. We'll go... Power Shot. We gotta bring our agility back up. And I want to bring Sienna back in. To get bleed extended. Hey! And that's what ended up finishing it off. Very good. Very good. Yeah, the God King was a lot tougher than this one, than the Vane. Victory! Ah. We are dying? Yeah, that's what's happening. Well done, Glenn. This failure is mine, but luckily you are here, as always. I'm back in control and the weakened Vane are locked inside me. You guys did a great job. Where I failed, you have triumphed. But I don't want to leave this world completely useless. Killian, the Vane die with me. It's happening just like Gwaine wanted. But the power returns to you, Gwaine's chosen one. Live well. Forgive me. Forgive me, sister. Is everyone all right? Is it possible? Have we won? Glenn? The will is mine now. So to answer your question, yes, we've won. I can't believe it. The Vane are defeated. Is this... Hold on. Is this the... Hold on. What? Is this the winning music that's been playing the whole time? It must be. I heard that and I was like, Chrono Trigger? That sounds just like Chrono Trigger music. Not this part so much, but the beginning was. Anyways, the Vane are defeated. The cycle is broken and the Grand Grimoire destroyed forever. Finally. I mean, great job. We did the impossible. Even with my incredibly low hit point totals. All the fighting has an end at last. It was such a long journey. Thank you, everyone. Whoa, what's happening? The door crumbles, and with it, Nisa's significance. The city is no longer needed. It will fall apart. Then we better escape. Oh. June. June was dead? Do you hear that? Oh. So you're awake. As Nadiel, not even a true king can sleep with all this noise. We survived the Vane and now we're supposed to fail against a true king? Not if I can help it. Is Nadiel away with you? Good job, Glenn. You two seem to get along well. I forced my will on him. But it's alright. The power is still quite new. Besides, it's not so easy to impose one's will on a true king. Ah. Oh. He's down. You know, until right now, this moment, I thought that we had killed the Abyss, but we didn't. That was just a Kraken, right? That wasn't one of the true kings. A couple episodes back. When the fiery calamity that hovered over Valandis suddenly disappeared, the people burst into shouts of joy. They did not know what had happened yet, but they felt that they were finally free. Celebrations were held all throughout the country. Princess Celestia Valkyria of Terran was unanimously elected as Queen of a New Valandis. She was advised by a council represented from all corners of the land. The tyranny had ended, but the unification between the people still had a long way to go. The disagreements between the countries did not magically disappear. A history of war could not be erased that easily. So the Queen and her council stood before an enormous task, but they had hope, and therefore they knew they would succeed in the end. I see cake. The red succubus? You? Seriously? It's true. People think of her as some kind of elegant femme fatale. I can't help it. I didn't pick the name. He was having a great time with us. Oh, hush. It's not that funny. And what do you intend to do now, Sir Eagle? I will travel throughout Aldrea. The world is vast, and there is still much I have not discovered from my first journey. What about you? You will probably return with Lean? Did I read that right? Take me with you. What? Please, make me your squire. Are you seriously serious? I mean, Rob's more effective than Eagle is. Yes, I want to see more of the world and I want to help the people. I thought with all the nasty stuff I did back then that there was no saving me, but Glenn showed me otherwise. I can still change. Please let me be your squire and help me make the world a better place. My dear Rob, I would lovingly love to. I can't take another sip. What are you saying? Only a newborn can get drunk on this piss water. Jeez, Cameron, calm down. Let's head back to your home city of Arcadia and drink some proper wine. I could use a vacation. True, now that my task is done. Get ready, everyone. She's coming. Amalia. Happy birthday, Amalia. You're all too much. This is not necessary. But thank you. Thank you so much. Thraz sends his regards. Where is he anyway? Probably making preparations for the Order of Leonar. The Harbinger is waiting. Oh yeah. Thraz, you are leaving us? We don't have much time. You don't have much time. Your life is urgent. You cannot save me. In 2 years at the latest, the pact will have taken my life. My future is the price I knowingly paid to receive the curse. We will still try. You saved our lives in Reyna's tomb, and now we will save yours. Our lives are connected by this curse. We will find its roots and help you. Won't we, Riorum? Thank you. Thank you. Whatever he's doing, I'm sure it's the right thing. By the way, where's Glenn? He was just here. I'll see where he is. Enjoying the fresh air? There are a lot of people in there. You know I prefer being on my own. Besides, I haven't gotten used to this power yet. When are you leaving Volandis? Tomorrow morning. I'm boarding the first ship. Busy, aren't you? Are you going to be a second Gawain now? No, I'll stay who I am. I've learned that Gawain's way of doing things is not the right way. I can't just use any means without remorse to achieve my goals. Agreed. I will dedicate myself to vanquishing the Harbinger once order is restored in Volandis with the power as queen. I will strengthen the Leonar Order again. Now, where do you come from? Doesn't seem to be afraid. Oh, he's been coming here all day. I even gave him a name. What are you calling him? Glenn. He had red hair like this bird's feathers and loved flying. It's fitting. So, you know. Seems to be my ability. After all, I sensed that Glenn was not Timothy as well. I only took his face to spare you sadness. Are you angry? It was certainly Glenn's own decision, right? Did I miss something? His decision, huh? So this is what Gawain's power feels like. Kind of scary. Use it wisely and don't make the same mistakes I did. I can see Gawain's memories. I am to defeat the Harbinger with the help of the other true kings. A truly eternal mission standing there before me. I have no doubt you will succeed. I have to go now. The vein inside me are dead. Now my soul will dissolve in the maelstrom. Did you know that I had a pet bird? What? Why are you saying this now of all times? I grew up in the slave town of Golgotha. You know that. A pile of garbage surrounded by high walls. My mother had a thing with the guards, so we were doing okay. She often got presents. At one point, she brought me a cage with a bird. He became my best friend. But one day, bad men came to our house and my mother sent me to the roof. Of course, I took the bird with me and we hid up top. However, I became afraid for him. He had nowhere to go in his tiny cage, so I opened it and told him to hide somewhere else. Somehow I thought he would come back. But he flew up higher and higher. He picked up wind and flew over the walls. As I wondered where he was going, for the first time I understood the concept of freedom. I also wanted to go where the bird flew. I also wanted to fly over every wall. That's why you became a sky armor pilot? People fear death and seek immortality, but after having lived so many lives, You can believe me on one thing. One life is more than enough, as long as you live it to the fullest. But I couldn't do that. I was weighed down by my burden for so long. Even when I was in a sky armor, I was never really free. I could never truly fly. Perhaps I really do have the most potential to handle Gwain's power, but I don't have the will to do it. I've had enough. What are you talking about? It's not too late, Killian. We'll turn it around one more time. With my power, I will save you, and you will become the new true king. Are you crazy? I'll only fail. Look where I ended up. We humans have to make mistakes in order to grow. In the end, all that matters is the person we become. I'm tired and I'm at the end of my road. You, though, still have your whole journey ahead of you. Learn from your mistakes and become the savior of this world. Glenn, do not cry. You are doing me a favor. I will return to the Maelstrom now. Glenn, when we die, we have the potential to become anything we wish for. A part of us can become a mammal, a fish, or an insect. We can even become a part of the earth, a plant, a leaf on a tree. We can become a drop of water in the ocean or a grain of sand on the beach. A cloud in the sky, a star in the night. But if I could wish for anything, I wish that a little piece of me would be reborn as a bird. A bird that could spread its wings through the blue sky, truly free. All right. So, Glenn didn't want to do this. Glenn is a nice name for the bird. I should go now. So, this is Killian. We will meet again. If not in this life, then in the next. We will. What are you doing? You want to come with me, Glenn? Huff, huff. Quite an effort to put on a fake face. Seems like my power hasn't fully awakened yet, Glenn. Ah, your face. There's the brat. Gotcha. Leave me alone. What's the problem? She's a stowaway. Nothing to bother you, sir. Help me. I'll pay for her ticket. You don't have to do that, sir. You will take the money. Jedi. I will take the money. Are you all right? Yes? What is your name? June. And what are you doing here, June? I was told that there is a person on this ship that will take care of me. That's why I sneaked on here. Who is that supposed to be? The man with many faces. Who told you that? You ask a lot of questions, mister. It was the man without a face. The man with the mask. Is that so? So fate has accepted me. Well then, accompany me a little. Man with a mask. Do you like the bird? Did you pay a ticket for it too? Of course I did. A little too big for mere luggage. Strange. A bird that can fly travels by ship. You're right, it is strange. He's only here because of me. I didn't want to be alone. But now you have me. Right. How about we say goodbye to him together? Agreed, June? Agreed. Here you go. Here you go. Farewell, my best friend. Wow, he's fast. I bet he's the fastest bird in all of Eldrea. There we go. Chained Echoes. True King. Let's just beat the game, right? Okay. There's the composer. Eddie Marianucro. There we go. If you guys are interested in the playlist, his YouTube channel is actually linked in the summary, so you guys can listen to this banging soundtrack. Very good. Wow. Just a fantastic game. 2022 has been a splendid year for not revitalizing 16-bit JRPGs, but kind of rekindling that's not right either. I don't want to say rekindling the passion because it's always been there, but making me aware, like, hey, even though these games didn't come out when I was a kid, these games are not solely based on nostalgia. These are just super good games. I say these. I'm talking about this, and I'm talking about Rise of the Third Power, two games that really harken back to the old school SNES RPGs. This game it's fantastic. I'm trying to think of anything that I could say that's negative about it, and I really don't have anything. There's more that I could do if I wanted to. I don't feel like I need to, but I also don't feel like it's because the game is overstaying its welcome. I feel like it's everything that we did was you were always pushing forward. Everything was paced good, or paced well. It was really well balanced. The number of times that I got into a position where we either killed the boss with this hit or we tried again, and I think maybe 75% of the time. I think there was one time where it didn't work out that well, but the rest of it, it's like, yeah, it came down to that last hit. Like, I'm all out of heals. I got nothing left. We've done some damage. I hope we've done enough. So, the characters have been great. I think the story was good. The reward board was a fun thing to try to fill out. Lots of carrots to chase, good side quests. It just really a solid experience. These are kind of fun little clips, but I'll say what I said before. I want to thank you guys for hanging out and watching this Let's Play. I know some of you has stuck through all 60 some parts. I think this is 63. If you have done that, thank you so much. This is my first real substantial Let's Play that I've taken on. I've also done Resident Evil Village, the Shadows of Rose DLC, and I did Somerville, but I just came over to YouTube in October, so it's I'm still kind of getting my bearings and stuff like that, but I could not be happier with how this went and the support that you guys have shown. So again, you guys are invited. If you guys want to jump into the Discord and be a part of the greater community, we would love to have you. Look for more content coming up soon. In fact, I'm going to say right now, if you guys are day and date with this kind of content, this won't matter to you if you're not watching this, up to speed. But I think we're going to go back to doing a little live streaming. We're going to mix in some things, and I think starting as soon as tomorrow, if I can get everything all set up and sorted out, we're going to start Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO. And we're going to start from scratch. I've never actually finished A Realm Reborn. I've tried a couple times, but fallen off for different reasons. I've been wanting to jump back into it for quite some time. And that's a game that you can always just put down and come back to. So we're going to get started on that. If another game comes up that I want to live stream, I will do that. I'm looking at the future to see what the next Let's Play series is going to be. I don't have anything off the top of my head right now. I do have some potential quick looks that I have planned. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So thank you guys again for being here. If you guys enjoyed this and you want to share it with people, that would be amazing. My goal right now is to get to 1,000 subs by the time my daughter is born, which will be in May. It's a heck of a goal. It's lofty for sure. But if you think that you have people that might enjoy this Let's Play, if you could share it, that'd be amazing. Amazing. And if you haven't subbed, sub to the channel. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I'm just gonna let these credits roll. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna hang out. Funded by film, crowdfunding. Okay, I guess that looks like that's the end. But again, just an amazing experience. This game did end up being my number 2 game of 2022, even though I did that list before I finished the game. Second to Elden Ring and before God of War Ragnarok, actually. So that's if you aren't sure how I feel about it, and that stands put. Even though I've seen the ending, I still 100% think that's the right spot for it. So, I'm gonna let this sit here for just a minute, see if there's anything else going on. Doesn't look like it. I think even the music stopped. We'll give it 10 seconds. Let me push all the buttons. Oh. Wait for it. right, these are all the Kickstarter support. Kickstarter support. I think it was Kickstarter. The Heavenly Beasts. I always like to let credits roll on these kind of things. Make sure we give credit for the people that contributed and made this experience. Gaming would not exist without these people. So these must be different tiers of the Kickstarter. Assuming that's what we're looking at here. But I'm other games similar to this that I know that are on the horizon. We've got Sea of Stars, I think, is coming out this year. That is another one that I'm very excited about. We have the Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake, which I'm hoping is coming out this year. It's hard to tell. I don't know for sure if that actually has been. It doesn't have a date, but I don't know exactly where that's at. I haven't gotten any Dragon Quest updates in a while. But again, if you like the content, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. Doing a lot of. I play a lot of RPGs. I play a lot of different games. If this has been your only exposure to what I do, this is pretty up my alley. This kind of defines what I am. But we dabble with quite a few things. So space contributed. Wow, that's substantial. Just space. The Idiot You Yell At. That's a good name. I like it. Trevor Williams, he's a pitcher. My goal is that if there's a point where the YouTube channel does really well and I can start, and money comes in from ad revenue and things like that, my goal is to really contribute to Kickstarter, start having a more effective role in the industry in a way that I just, I participate in a more, I'm not going to say meaningful fashion. I think content creation is important and things like that, but I want to have a more direct impact on games. That's something that I've always wanted to do. I just haven't had the opportunity to as of yet. So it's good to see a ton of supporters for this. And I will be paying close attention to what the developer's next game is. This one took a long time. This one was on my radar for about 3 years. Probably just over 3 years. 3.5 years. When I created my initial list of streaming, my backlog and my upcoming games to keep an eye on. I'd also invite you guys to follow me on social media. I am on Twitter. I don't know. I guess Twitter is going to be around for a while. I'm also on Hive. Trying to be active on Hive. Trying to ditch Twitter, but Twitter is kind of a necessary evil at this point, so I'll be present on both, doing different things. Alright, this is going to go on for a little bit, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move my camera. I'm not just awkwardly staring at these names, and I'll come back if the credits roll or finish up. If there's nothing after, then thank you guys again for hanging out. I'm going to end the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Hi. Yes. Still here. You've been placed before the final boss battle. Save your game to receive a completed save file tag. Boom! Now we're done. Cool. All right. Thanks, guys. Again, I haven't mentioned this in the entire time, but if you did enjoy the playthrough and you want to throw me a couple bones, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee set up as well. You can either do a one-time donation, or if you wanted to, you can set up a monthly recurring membership. So just something to think about. I don't think I've mentioned it throughout the entire playthrough, but you know what? It's one of those things that this does take time, and if you guys appreciate that work, I appreciate you. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.